Hi, I'm Adrienne Ross, and this is today's Motivation Moment, November 20th, 2013. Yesterday, I talked about the F word, that word being forgiveness. And I talked about how important it is that we forgive people who have done us wrong, not so much for their sake, but for our own, so that we're not in bondage and that we don't allow them power over our lives, so that we can move forward. And I said that today I would talk about the importance of forgiving ourselves. I'm going to push that off a little bit because I want to address two things. The first thing is this. Someone asked me a question after yesterday's motivation moment. She was wondering, if I forgive or when I forgive, is it necessary that I have a relationship with that person? And the answer is simple, and it's this: not necessarily. Sometimes people are doing us wrong repeatedly. Sometimes relationships are simply unhealthy. Why would I submit myself to an unhealthy situation? So there are times when we have to just let them go. We're not going to be bitter. We're not going to hold it against them. We forgive, but it would be unwise to continue in a relationship with that person. Let them go. Let them go. Here's my second point. Just because someone has been forgiven doesn't mean that there aren't consequences for their actions. There are times when people have to pay the price for what they've done, even when we forgive them. Here's an example. Someone's breaking into people's houses and stealing their belongings. Well, there's a court of law. Perhaps that person just has to do time. Just because I forgave you, just because I'm not bitter, doesn't mean you don't have a price to pay for your actions. Another example is the media. We hear people saying vile, despicable things about people, abusive things about people, and they apologize. We forgive. But again, that does not mean that there aren't consequences for the things that they've done or said in the line of duty. Maybe they lose a job, whatever. But again, there are often consequences. So this is about you when you forgive. It's about freedom. It's about you releasing so that you can go forward into what awaits you. That's what this is about. Thank you for joining today's motivation moment. And now tomorrow we will talk about forgiving ourselves.